Sometimes the best garden helpers aren't found at the garden center. They're already sitting in your kitchen spice rack. Cinnamon, garlic, mustard, cloves. These are more than just flavors for your dinner. But do they really work in the garden, or are they just another gardening myth? This is Master Gardener Steve from the Celtic Farm, and today we're diving into the science behind kitchen spices in the garden and separating fact from fiction. Gardeners love to sprinkle cinnamon on their seedlings, believing it prevents damping off. The truth? Cinnamon does have antifungal properties, thanks to a compound called cinnamaldehyde. Research shows it can reduce fungal growth on the surface of soil. But is it a miracle cure? No. Think of cinnamon as a gentle helper, not a shield. Garlic is the heavyweight champion of kitchen spices in the garden. Compounds like allicin and sulfur are proven repellents for aphids, mites, beetles, and even some fungi. Fresh garlic sprays are far more effective than powder from your spice jar, and that's why many organic pesticides include garlic extracts. Here's a surprising one: mustard. When mustard seed meal is worked into the soil, it releases glucosinolates, compounds that act like natural biofumigant. Farmers use it to suppress nematodes like soil-borne diseases, but a sprinkle of mustard powder from your kitchen shelf won't cut it. It takes quantity and incorporation to really work. Cloves smell sweet, but in the garden they pack a punch. The essential oil, eugenol, is a registered organic pesticide and fungicide. It can kill fungal spores and repel certain insects. But again, there's a catch. You need concentrated oil form, not just a dusting of ground cloves. Turmeric is often touted as a plant healer. It's true that curcumin, its active compound, shows antifungal and antibacterial properties in lab studies. In the garden, though, results are inconsistent. A sprinkle in potting mix may help, but don't count on it as your only defense. Hot peppers in the garden? Capsaicin, the compound that gives peppers their heat, does make plants unappealing to mammals like rabbits and squirrels. It also has some insect repelling action. The problem? Rain and watering wash it away. Use it for short-term deterrence, but don't expect long-lasting protection. Black pepper is often said to drive ants and aphids away. While piperine has insecticidal potential in lab studies, its garden impact is weak. At best, it interrupts feeding, trails briefly. The pests usually return. And finally, ginger. Its essential oils show antifungal traits in controlled studies, but garden results are mostly anecdotal. A sprinkle won't revive weak plants. It's more kitchen cure than garden tool. So where does the science leave us? Here's the evidence scale. Proven by research: cinnamon, garlic, mustard seed meal, and clove oil. Promising but inconsistent: turmeric and cayenne. Mostly anecdotal: black pepper and ginger. The bottom line: kitchen spices can work and support your plants, but they're not magic bullets. Use them as gentle allies along healthy soil, proper watering, and airflow. Always test in small amounts before broad use. And remember, prevention is easier than cure. So next time you reach for the spice rack, you'll know which ones truly deserve a place in your garden.